Aquarius, welcome to your Sunday Shuffle. We're going to start by pulling you a card from the Moonology Oracle. What's going on, please, for the Aquarius Collective? Show me that Aquarian Collective, please. What's going on for Aquarius? Like always, take what resonates, leave what does not. And if you don't see yourself in it at all, this is perfectly normal, as it is a collective reading. Check your other placements, yeah? Emotions are running high in the supermoon. No. Emotions are running high right now. Well, I do hope everything's all right. It might not be you. It might be those surrounding you. Emotions, you know, they run high sometimes. And, you know, it could have been from the last supermoon, too. Who knows? There might have been some very impactful energy around that time. Okay. What's going on, please, for Aquarius? Show me Aquarius, please. Show me Aquarius, please, in this upcoming week. Show me Aquarius, please. In the upcoming week. Show me Aquarius. Oh, the world. Opening up or closing off? It's at the heart of the matter, yeah? Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Yes. Before you. Okay. The Hanged Man. You're saying you don't know. Oh, you're saying I have to be responsible? I have to know what my worth and value is? I'm not prepared to make that decision yet, but I understand that it's there. Okay. And sometimes life is like that. We don't have an immediate outcome, but I see you seeking guidance for it. Okay. In terms of trying to get perspective on it. You're otherwise an Aquarius who kind of has that value of I know myself, I know what I'm doing, I know what I'm like. I try to be empowered more often than not, but this one's got you scratching your head. What do you make of this? To enter something or exit it or to keep it going? And it's looking like at this time you're choosing to keep a cycle going. We'll see why. And typically when we keep cycles going, it's because we understand there's something to it, but it may not be the most fruitful. Okay. This could be anything, guys, in terms of relationships, coin. But the idea is this isn't taking off. It's not launching. But just because the results aren't immediately upfront and apparent doesn't mean we completely do away with it, right? So I see that the Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor are trying to understand this. They're in the best position to try to understand these things based on experience and, again, sense of self-empowerment. All right, let's take a look at that world. It's at the heart of the matter. Show me that world, please. Show me the world, show me the world, show me the world. Show me that world, please, for Aquarius. The Ace of Swords, your particular master symbol, Two of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. Yeah, you got mixed feelings on the subject. You have mixed thoughts and mixed feelings on the subject. So it's a cycle then that's already in play. And the idea is keep it going until I know. And I really can't give you much more than that. You would know best. If you resonate with this already, I'm thinking about closing this off or opening up towards something. But it's really distinctly looking like it's a cycle that's in play. And the idea is it going to be more than it is? Or is it done? Or is this as much as I can get from it? Because I don't think I can get much more new out of it either, right? So Ace of Swords, Two of Swords, and the Seven of Cups, you know? That's a lot of, I'm not sure, but I'm waiting more on evidence, right? And then I'll know what to do. But you got mixed feelings on the subject and you want more clarity before you decide one way or the other. Again, Ace of Swords is your master symbol. Okay. All right, let's keep going. Let's see how you handled these kind of things in the past based on value and worth. That Queen of Pentacles energy. Comfort zone energy. Show me that Queen of Pentacles, please. Show me that Queen of Pentacles. Ten of Cups, Eight of Cups. Someone's in here with you. It's not just you. There's someone else involved. Okay. They're saying they're there with you, but they're not particularly as emotionally involved in the subject as you are. I don't quite know why. It's interesting. They're saying they're there. They're saying they support you. They're saying you would know best. They're just kind of reminding you what I'm already telling you. You know, you got to know that it's worth it to you. But they themselves don't seem to be emotionally invested in it. They are saying energy, though. We'd like some good energy towards this. We want the best positive outcome, whatever it is that you decide. Okay? Because it seems to affect more than one person. And it has to do with keeping, from their point of view, emotional equilibrium in place. What's best for everyone, right? It's just whatever you decide, Aquarius, just make sure you put good energy behind it. Just know that you want to do it. But I myself, personally, am not emotionally attached to this subject. You know, they're saying you know what's best. Just whatever you do, I want you to mean it and be enthusiastic about it. You know? So this distinctly feels like somebody who's in your arena and they have influence. Okay, but I don't see it as being you. No, as soon as I put the clarifiers down, I said that's not Aquarius. That's an influence that's surrounding Aquarius, and it's a prominent figure. It's whomever it is that has direct access to the things that you are pondering, contemplating. They make decisions with you, so this could be anyone from a spouse to someone who lives in your home to a very good friend. They're just saying whatever decision you make is best, just so long as it benefits, hopefully, everybody. We all feel good about it, and you personally feel that it's correct. But myself, personally, I'm going to keep my opinion out of it. Which isn't true. They still have an influence. They want what's best for everybody, so that in and of itself is an opinion, but they're saying they're not personally involved in the decision. Okay. All right, so the outcome then is more tied up to you and what you think is best. All right, show me that Emperor, please. Uh-oh. Show me that Emperor, please. Show me that Emperor, please. Show me the Emperor, please. Show me that Emperor, please. King of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, there you are. The Queen of Swords, yeah, you know, you feel like the pressure's on. And every time you look around, it does seem to come back to you, doesn't it? It does feel like it's your decision, almost exclusively your decision. So while there is emotional support surrounding you, somebody here, like, I'm not invested in that. But they do want a positive outcome. Everybody does, don't they? And then I got a King and Queen of Swords with a Wheel of Fortune in between it. So it feels like this decision has been with you for a long time, whichever it is. And that King and Queen of Swords, man, they're trying to, your mind is doing its level best to battle this out and to make a decision, to be forthright with it, to be empowered by that particular decision. You are going back and forth, pros, cons, pros, cons, pros, cons, pros, cons. And you are leaving no stone unturned, I'll tell you that. So, woo, however many parts of your mind are trying to get consolidated on a singular subject, so that way your Emperor feels more empowered to actually make and finalize a decision. Goodness me, what is this, honey? What cycle is this that you have mixed thoughts and feelings about? Oh my goodness, it's like we are... It's like he has that thought, swings it over to that person, then it goes back and forth. You've been doing this for a minute. Alright, let's see this. I gotta see this, and it's still with you. It's still with you. It's a decision that has not been made yet, and it's... whatever this is, honey, I know you see the potential of it growing more, but it hasn't. You know this. So you do have mixed opinions on the subject. What is it? I would love to know. I hate being vague. I really do. Sometimes it's like that. When it applies to so many at the same time, it's gonna get vague. Let's see that Seven of Pentacles, please. Show me that Seven of Pentacles. Ten of Swords, the Three of Wands, the Queen of Wands. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's like every day you are receiving increasing evidence that whatever this is isn't going to be more fruitful or bear more fruit. And it's hard to look at that. You're losing your confidence and holding out hope for this thing. So it's becoming increasingly clear that whatever this is isn't going to bear more. And the longer you give this patience, and I got to see more, the more and more evidence you receive that it's only going to grow so far, whichever that is. Okay? So while in effect that does affect your confidence, it also raises your confidence as it becomes clearer, as it presents itself more and more for what it is instead of what it isn't. Okay. And you're seeing this more now in present day. It's like I've hung back quite a bit. I've given this a lot of time to unfold and present itself as being more prosperous, and it just can't or won't. You know, I've weighed up all the pros and cons, and there's one thing we can't dispute, and that's the evidence in front of us. And the evidence is that this thing's not growing, so you're looking at it now in present day. It's like you always knew it was going to come to this, but you wanted to put it off as long as possible, to give it chance after chance to develop, to show more. And it hasn't, or it won't, or it can't. It's just not in its nature to provide to you that way, whatever it is. That doesn't mean you didn't do your best, you know. But then, by reasoning alone, is it worthy of your best if it can't give back to you? And likewise, whatever that is. This could be a situation with your family, for all I know. Okay? And something's not chalking up, no matter how much time you give it. And I've seen you gone back and forth on the pros and cons and what you will do and what you won't do. A lot of time has passed in this way. Let's see that Hanged Man, please, in the future. It's interesting how this person's like, it's up to you. I just want the best possible outcome for everybody that we might be affected by it. But yeah, it's up to you. Okay. So it's no wonder it's like those emotions running high. It's coming from you because you feel the barrenness of the responsibility, don't you? All right. Let's see that Hanged Man, please. Let's see that Hanged Man. Let's see that Hanged Man, please. You know what it kind of reminds me of? It kind of reminds me, it's not about them, but that energy kind of reminds me of, you know, we should have a date night. You know, I want to get the romance back or whatever. And they're like, great, where you want to go? I don't know, it's up to you. But just make sure it's good. Thanks. It's kind of like that, but for some reason it's striking more on a larger scale. So it could have anything to do, I don't know that it's work, it's feeling more like a family cycle habit. I'm not quite sure how to put that, but something to do with family relations and typically how we handle things in a particular family dynamic. The Seven of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so because the pro and con thing isn't working, the analytical thing, which is typically your gig, that typically works for you very, very well. But for some reason, it's not working with this approach. You've done it. You've done the back and forth. I know what's expected of me. I know that people are looking at me and expecting me to make a decision that benefits everybody. I've gone back and forth, and I've given this as much time as I possibly could for this situation to show improvement, or to show that it's going to give us more improvement, or the potential of it. Right? You've done all that. Okay? But I'm not seeing improvement in whatever this is, and neither are you. So in the future, and I'm saying like beginning tomorrow or this upcoming week, you're getting perspective, you're taking it out of the logical box, and you're going into a practical arena. I have to agree. Because if many people are involved, okay, in terms of family and security, and it needs to benefit everyone, perhaps the pro and con thing isn't going to work, and it's going to have more to do with prosperity. I strongly feel, Aquarius, that this isn't about career. Coin, foundation are not the same thing as career. It doesn't have to be. It's the stability, I think, of the family, and something to do with the family dynamic that's under question. Shifting how, and people are looking at you to navigate this particular shift, and I think that's why you feel the pressure of emotions. Okay. Something to do with how we interact with the family dynamic is shifting, changing, and it's not improving in a particular area. And they're looking you to take charge of the situation or to lead them through it, and you're going to go from a logical point of view to a practical, pragmatic. Look, Seven of Pentacles is at the heart of this problem that won't expand. Practically speaking, what's best for the foundation, in other words, for all. So you've gone back and forth on the logicals, pros and cons, and I think you're going to settle for a mode that says, okay, then let's go into a state of understanding prosperity. Something's either prosperous for us or it isn't. Ten of Pentacles is prosperous. Foundation, solidity, this is what we all agree to and are loyal to within this dynamic. The Seven of Pentacles thing isn't working for everyone because not everyone's thriving. So what's in the best interest of everyone? That's the King of Pentacles energy. Okay? So I see you trying to get this out of a state of mind, thinking about this from a logical point of view, to shifting it to a practical, and I think that's going to help you quite a bit. This is either prosperous for everyone or it isn't. Okay? Whereas Seven of Pentacles might be meeting the needs of the few, it's not meeting the needs of the many. No matter how much you've hung back and tried to give it time to develop. It's just not. Okay? Okay, I wish I had an idea of what this is. That person is just like, I don't know. You know, I'm not emotionally attached to it. Just do what's best for everybody. Okay? And it does feel like it's all on you. And then sometimes we do get ourselves caught in those situations with family and friends. And I just know that you have a lot of weight in this particular subject. Okay. And I actually have to agree. I have to agree with your modality switch here. I really do. I really do. Going from air to pentacle. And it's like, I've done the pros and cons things, Christina. It's not working. It's not working. We need to, practically speaking, make a decision that benefits everyone. All right? Or as many people. 90 is better than 70, right? All right. Unexpected message for some of you that might have kicked off this whole thing, or you have an unexpected message coming in that's going to help you decide this. Okay. Unity, exactly. I told you, there was this concept here that something is much larger than you, and you know it. And that's where the stress is coming from. And the transcendence, it needs to balance and bring together under unity. Again, if it was just meeting the needs of, say, 70%, we know that's not good enough. We've given this cycle, whatever it is, as much time as we could. We want to get it up to 90%, maybe even 100%, right? That's what I'm talking about. See what I'm saying? I don't know that it has to do with coin, but rather how a family unit structure is affected by the possibility of prosperity around it, the cycle surrounding it on a larger scale. Does that make sense? So it's not just about getting a new job. It's how more than one person is interacting with the resources available as a family unit. Okay, that's what it feels like. So that could be anything from, I hope this isn't the case, I'm just trying to give you an example so you can pull it into 3D, is to understanding somebody's will, okay? Understanding property agreements. A couple of key family members aren't pulling their weight, and it's putting or taking a tax on other people's resources, okay? Or they're not able to pull their weight and it's still taxing everybody else's resources in the family. See what I'm saying? It's the context of unity around shared concepts of success and resources. So it's not just one person's job. You see what I'm saying? But ironically, somebody is, or several folks are looking to you to shape the direction. There you go. That's what I'm trying to get at. Okay, Aquarius, honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well.